Hello there. Have you ever picked up your phone to take a picture only to be stopped by that frustrating little warning about your storage being full? Well, if you have, you are in the right place. Today, we're going to solve that problem with some really simple step-by-step instructions that anyone can follow. Does this message look familiar? Seeing storage almost full pop up on your screen is it's never a good feeling. It can be a real headache, and it always seems to show up at the worst possible time, right when you're trying to capture a special moment. And it's not just the warning message, is it? When your phone's storage gets full, you start to notice other little problems. Maybe your phone just feels sluggish and it takes forever to open things. Or maybe you try to take a photo and the camera app just says no. You might even find that your favorite apps can't get their latest updates. It's frustrating, and it can really make you feel like your phone is broken. But I have some really good news for you. In most cases, you do not need to go out and buy a new phone. This is a problem you can absolutely solve yourself, right from your own home, with just a few simple taps. We're going to fix this together. Okay, let's get started. We're going to begin with a few quick things you can do right now to see a difference right away. Think of this as clearing out the biggest clutter first, just to make some breathing room on your phone. So, first things first, let's tackle the things that take up the most space. Go ahead and look through your photos for any long videos you don't really need, maybe something you recorded by accident. Deleting just one or two can free up a ton of space. Second, scroll through your apps and find a couple that you haven't opened in months. Getting rid of those is a super easy win. And finally, and this is a really important one, go into your photo gallery and empty the recently deleted or trash folder. When you first delete a photo, it just moves there, so you have to empty it out to actually get that space back. Now that you've made a little space, you might be wondering, how did my phone even get so full in the first place? You know, it really does happen to all of us. Let's take a quick look at the main reasons our phone storage disappears. It's usually just a few types of files. For most of us, photos and especially videos are the biggest space hogs. They take up a huge chunk of room. Next up are your apps. Some are small, but others can get pretty big over time. Then you've got all those message attachments. Every picture and video that friends and family send you in text messages, they really add up. And finally, you have downloads and other miscellaneous files. Just knowing this helps you figure out where to look when it's time to clean up. All right, if you have an iPhone, this next part is just for you. We're going to walk through nice and slow how to find exactly what's using up your storage and how to clean it up using the tools that Apple already gives you. First, find that gray gear icon on your screen. That's your Settings app, and give it a tap. Once you're in Settings, scroll down a bit until you see the word General. Go ahead and tap that. On the next screen, you'll see a list of options. Look for iPhone Storage and tap it. Your phone will take a second to think, and then it'll show you a bar graph and a list of all your apps, from the biggest to the smallest. Now, right at the top of that iPhone storage screen, Apple usually gives you some really helpful suggestions. These are designed to be safe, easy ways for you to get some space back. You might see an option like offload unused apps or review large attachments. These are your phone's built-in cleanup tools, and they're a great place to start because they kind of hold your hand through the process. When you decide to remove an app, you'll often see two choices: offload app and delete app. This is a really important difference. Offload is usually the better choice. It removes the app itself to save space, but it keeps all your personal information safe. So if you ever want the app back, you just re-download it and all your stuff will be right there waiting for you. Delete, on the other hand, removes everything, the app and all your data for good. Okay, here's a step that so many people miss. After you delete photos and videos, you have to empty the trash can, so to speak. So open your Photos app, scroll all the way to the bottom of the Albums tab, and you'll find a folder called Recently Deleted. Tap on it. You'll see everything you've deleted in the last month. To get that space back right now, you need to select them and delete them permanently from this folder. Now, for all of you Android users out there, if you have a Samsung, a Google phone, or another brand of Android, this section is for you. The steps are very similar, but the buttons might be in a slightly different spot. We'll walk through it together. Just like with an iPhone, you're going to start by opening your Settings app. From there, look for an option that says Storage. Now, on some Android phones, especially Samsung ones, this might be tucked away inside another menu called Battery and Device Care. So if you don't see storage right away, tap on that first. This screen will show you exactly what's taking up space. A lot of Android phones have a helpful button right on that storage screen that says something like Clean Up or Free Up Space. This is a really safe tool that will find things like old files you don't need anymore. And just like with the iPhone, you can also go into your app settings to uninstall apps you no longer use. And don't forget, Check your photo gallery app like Google Photos for a trash or bin folder that needs to be emptied to really get your space back. Okay, so we've covered the basics for both types of phones. Now let's talk about how to deal with your files, especially your precious photos and messages, without worrying about accidentally deleting something important. The truth is, most of our phone's storage is filled with memories. It's the video from a grandchild's birthday party, or the dozens of photos sent in the family group chat. These are wonderful things to have, but they're also the biggest space users. So knowing that these are the main reason your phone is full helps you focus your cleaning where it'll make the biggest difference. Of course, the moment we start talking about deleting files, a very natural question comes up. What if I delete something I need? It's a common worry, so let's make it really clear what you should absolutely try to keep on your phone. Think of this as your little safety checklist. Of course, you should avoid deleting your contacts. Be very careful with photos that you haven't backed up somewhere else. And you'll definitely want to keep any apps you use for important things like banking or talking to your doctor. Same goes for any important text messages from those places. And finally, if you see an app that sounds official or like it's part of the phone system, it's usually best to just leave it alone. We've done a great job with the cleanup, so the final step is to learn a few simple habits that will keep this problem from happening again, or at least not so quickly. This is all about staying ahead of the clutter. Here are 3 really simple habits. First, maybe once a week, just take 2 minutes to scroll through your new videos and delete any that you don't need to keep forever. Second, it's a very good idea to turn on a photo backup service. This saves your photos online so you can safely remove them from your phone to save space without ever losing them. And third, every few months, do a quick review of your apps and just remove the ones you realize you never open. And that really is the most important thing to take away from all of this. Your phone is a tool for you to use. It's not supposed to be a source of stress. By learning these simple steps, you are taking back control. You know what to do when that warning pops up, and you have the power to fix it. You are in control of your phone. I really hope this guide was helpful for you. If you'd like more simple tips to make technology a little bit easier, please consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching.